Hi guys, Fog here and welcome to the FIFA 21 player review, and today guys I'm going to be reviewing the 86 rated in form Iago Aspas of Celta Vigo. A very nice good looking in form right there for him. I did buy him for, I believe it was around about 78,000 coins. It was exactly 78,000 coins. 3 games played with him, 4 goals scored and 1 assist. He also does have 3-star skills as well as 4-star weak foot. Getting into his in-game stats, his main top in-game stats are the likes of his 92 agility, his 91 finishing, his 83 long shots, and also his 89 dribbling. I did have the whole cam stat applied to him, and then finishing off with player traits. There are quite a few player traits to this Iago Aspas card. He has the one AI trait, a chip shot, and then has the team player, the leadership, finesse shot, and then finally the outside foot shot trait. So for an attacker to have finish the finesse shot and the outside foot shot is already a really good sign. And whilst this card does like a little bit in stamina, he makes up for it for like his insane dribbling, his solid finishing, his pace, which is pretty solid, his very good passing as well for a striker at the same time. And this obviously, you know, this team of the week in general isn't great. It's a very poor team of the week. Yes, you got Griezmann in there, but he's only got 80 pace as a left winger. So to be honest, Aspas is probably one of the top 3 or 4 cards to get from Red for Champ picks for this week. And he's a decent card. You know, he can play well in game. I do think, of course, there are better strikers available than him, but I think he's decent. I think he certainly is versatile. He can play as a cam, he can play as a striker. I used him as a striker in the 3 games, 5 goal contributions, 4 of those being goals, and his finishing is solid. Like, I can't fault that. 4-star weak foot's obviously very good. 91 finishing, 86 positioning, 81 shot power, 83 long shots, and of course the whole cam style just increases those further. His shot power goes up to 91, his long shots to 93, his finishing up to 96, his positioning goes up into the 90s as well, which is also really good. So his shooting stats in general very, very solid, especially with some of the whole chem style onto them. Basically all of his shooting stats, or the main ones that matter, go up into the 90s, which is obviously fantastic. So in terms of a goal return, it was good. I couldn't fault that. His dribbling as well was also really good. 92 agility, 86 reactions, 88 ball control, 89 dribbling. Yes, he's only got 74 balance, but that doesn't matter too much, purely because of the fact that his agility and his dribbling are so good that it doesn't matter for his lack of balance. He still feels nice and smooth on the ball, easy to turn with. So that was obviously very good. He's only got 3-star skill moves. That doesn't bother me too much because, as you guys know, apart from the ball roll and the no-touch dribbling, is it? The step-overs. Apart from those 2, I can't do anything else. So having a 3-star skill move player is just completely fine for me personally. So yes, his finishing, his dribbling are all sound. And that's really as far as they kind of like get in terms of the best parts to him. I thought his pace was fine. Of course, there are much more quicker strikers that you can use than him. He's, by no means is he slow. He's just not like amazingly quick. But at the same time, using pacey players doesn't matter to me too much because I've been using one to watch Suarez, the inform one to watch Suarez since the start of the game. He's got like 75 pace or whatever, and and I love him. Of course, pace, the higher the better, of course, for any attacker, but I'm fine with using players that necessarily don't have like the best pace stats, because he makes up for with his really good dribbling and his finishing. His passing wasn't too bad, got me 1 assist in the 3 games, got some nice passing stats, 82 vision, 83 crossing, 82 short passing, which isn't too bad. His stamina, I'll be honest, obviously isn't fantastic. It's not terrible. Thankfully, obviously this year, with the fact that fitness always goes up to 99 at the start of every single game, at least that's a very that is one good thing. And I feel that this year in general, players don't seem to quite get as tired as what they did in previous years. The only area where I think stamina could be an issue is if you're playing extra time in like FUT friendlies or within FUT champions. Obviously, as we know in division rivals, it's only a 90-minute game. It never goes into extra time. It can't do. If it finishes as a draw, then it just finishes as a draw. There's there's nothing to be played after that. But of course, for FUT champions and FUT friendlies, you probably would have to consider his stamina there, because I reckon in extra time it would be an issue and you would need to sub someone else on. I think he was like an impact player to put on. There's like a super sub. I think he's alright as well. Of course, there are other fantastic alternatives at the same time, but I think for what he goes for, he's a solid card to do you a decent job. He's by no means like bad in this game or whatever. He's decent. He's very much usable. Of course, there are other alternatives, and maybe some of you guys, I think also for this month he's actually unlockable. His 86 card with like a few different stats is unlockable for free. So you don't have have to necessarily go and spend loads of money on this particular card. You could just save and unlock his level 30 card for this, for this season's progress or whatever later down the road. But on the whole, yes, he was a decent card to use. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.